What's going on, guys? Chad here with Greenlight Shooting, and today we're out here at the range. So this video is a little more informal than normal, but I kind of felt like we needed that. So I recently picked up a brand new Glock 19. I've taken it out of the box like twice. I haven't shot it, I haven't modded it, I haven't even changed the back straps on this thing. I wanted to see what it felt like shooting hollow points versus factory ammo versus reloads and stuff like that. So I was gonna come to the range and just run some test rounds, and I figured I might as well make a video out of it. So today we're shooting 3 types of ammunition. We're shooting like factory reloaded Subsonics, normal factory. I'm gonna go get like just some white box or something, some like 115 grain normal loads, and then I've also got some, I think they're federal hollow points. They're pretty high quality stuff. I'm gonna do 10 yards out. We're gonna do slow controlled fire and just see how they react in terms of accuracy. And then I'm also gonna keep it at 10 yards and can't draw from a holster since it's like an indoor range kind of thing. But what I'm gonna try and do is maybe just set the gun on the table, pick it up, and do 5 rounds, kind of moving back and forth within the stall. And then I'm also going to take it out all the way out to 25 yards and do controlled shooting again, you know, two-handed all the way out, see what accuracy looks like between the 3 different variations in ammunition, follow-up shots, recoil on the different ammos, stuff like that. Like I said, this is kind of unscientific, you know, there's going to be some user variation in there, stuff like that, but I thought it'd be interesting. So let's get in there and see how it goes. All right, so that was kind of interesting in the range. The gun for me across the board, I was pulling high and left, and I'm sure that was me, you know. I mean, it's a brand new Glock out of the box, so the sights could have been a little off, but for sure, if you've seen my other videos, you know how much I hate Glock triggers. So yeah, I think I'm just pulling up and left. Anyways, federal white box, slow at 10 yards. We're right here, so you can see this grouping is pretty decent, up and left. When I went rapid fire, the whole idea with rapid, again, I had the gun sitting on the table, and I draw it quick, step to the side of the stall, shoot 2, step to the other side of the stall, shoot 3, relatively fast, kind of like a combat scenario representation. 10 yards fast was right there, and I mean, for fast and for not, you know, super controlled, that's certainly enough to get the job done. And then finally, federal white box at 25 yards. This is a little embarrassing. There's nothing on the target. You come up to the top, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming the other one's probably up here somewhere. That was all the way out at this indoor range, which I'm pretty sure is 25 yards. But yeah, so way up and way left. And again, this is the first 15 rounds I shot out of this gun. So I think I was exaggerating that up and left movement for sure. But overall, I'd say federal white box was my least favorite to shoot. I could feel it snap the most. Next, I was shooting stand 1 Armory's 147 grain Subsonic rounds. Slow fire at 10 yards. You can see there's a pretty decent group there. So I had 3 all in there, and then 4, 5, again, still up and left, but at least they're consistent. Those groups are there. 10 yards rapid fire, and they're all within the target, which I'm very happy with. I'm not really looking for great groups when it comes to this. I'm looking for, is it hitting critical mass? And that's certainly a yes. 25 yards out, you can see I at least got all 5 on the target this time, and much, much closer to the target. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, still up and left for the majority of it, but I'm pretty happy for that at 25 yards with a gun that I've never shot. The stand 1 Armory stuff, being subsonic, I mean, obviously it's gonna have a much easier recoil. It's a lot less snappy and a lot more push, and I really, really like that. As you can see, the targets show that. And then finally, we got Hornady hollow point. So 10 yards slow, still everything up and left, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. It had a little more push. I'd actually put this somewhere between the Federal White Box and the Subsonics. White Box had a lot of snap. This one I didn't feel it quite as much, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the slow. And then on the rapid, and this is where I think it really kind of counts with this ammo, because this is the ammo you're going to be carrying with. So 10 yards rapid fire, all right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks pretty good. I'm really happy with that. It's just a little to the left, but overall, certainly, you know, hitting critical mass. Finally, we've got the Hornady. I only had 4 rounds left. I counted wrong, I guess. But we were at 25 yards. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was kind of starting to work my way back down. But overall, I was certainly still up and left. Not bad for kind of, you know, a little bit higher energy round out at 25 yards. So again, all of these was with a brand new Glock 19, never done anything, never cleaned, never modified whatsoever. These are the first 45 rounds through this gun. You know, brand new sights, something I'm not used to. I don't know the trigger, I don't know the sights. So I'm relatively happy with this overall. I think it'll take me definitely a couple more 100 rounds before I feel confident and comfortable with it. Those Subsonics were certainly the easiest to shoot. I don't know how great of an accuracy test this was, but like I was saying, at least there were groups that were consistently high and left. So that's probably my user error. If you take that out, the groups themselves are pretty decent. The groups with the Subsonic on the 10-yard slow are obviously the best. And then I would probably say the hollow points come next, and finally that Federal White Box. That was the cheapest ammo I could find here, so that could have something to do with it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful or interesting or something. Leave some comments down below with your experience with Glocks, and yeah, maybe I can kind of get rid of that up and left pull. Anyways, if you haven't seen these other 2 videos, please check them out. Thanks so much for watching Greenlight Shooting, and we'll see you next week. In terms of like an everyman, everyday kind of how it handles different weather and stuff like that, I've shot this thing every